Systems in perspective for accountants. Systems is the interconnected business procedures that are related to one another to create a bigger and more comprehensive functions. Interconnected means that there are more than one components and they must be related to serve their common purpose. The component which do not serve or contribute to the common functional goal should not be part of the system. In the world of information systems, people often heard the phrase computer systems and information systems. Oftentimes, students get confused about the difference between the two. To clarify this, basically, computer systems talk about how computer is actually used in real world. It focuses on how data is gathered, processed, stored, transformed, and used. In a business setting, computer system is the integration of the core elements of computer, namely hardware, software, and people, or liveware, in an organized process or methodologies that consistently leads to the desired output or outcome. If we are to expand these computer elements, we can add in processes and procedures, data, and connectivity. Hardware are tangible things within the computer systems. Software are the programs that enables the communication between hardware to hardware and hardware to people. People are the users. Connectivity is the manner on how computers are linked to a network to facilitate sharing of information, files, facilities, and other digital resources. Information system, on the other hand, is the software that is used to collect, store, and process data for the purpose of creating information, knowledge, and digital products. Information systems are commonly used by organizations as a tool to facilitate the mediation and exchange of data and information for their stakeholders. The main objective of information system is to provide support for the day-to-day organizational or business activities. Information system supports the newly introduced functions and procedures by the management and the organizations in general by providing evidence for management decision-making. The data flow starts when user starts their transaction through the information system by entering data that are needed in the transaction. This data will now be processed by the information system and will be stored in the file or database. The result of this step are information and reports that are needed by other users and management. The common type of information systems are the following: the Executive Support System, or ESS. It provides easy access to internal and external information relevant to the organizational goal. The Decision Support System is used to support decisions and courses of action in an organization. Management Information System, or MIS, provides managers with the tools to organize, evaluate, and efficiently manage departments within the organization. Office support systems are designed to assist employees in accomplishing their day-to-day tasks and to improve communication. The Transactional Processing System, or TPS, is used to capture and process the data to update information on the fundamental operations of the organization. AIS, in Management Information System, is distinguished by the type of transaction they are processing. By transaction, we are pertaining to the events that accomplishes the single unit of work of an information system. There are two types of transaction: the financial transaction and non-financial transaction. And financial transaction are the transaction that affects the assets and equities of the organization. It can be measured in monetary terms and reflected in the organization's accounts. An example for Financial transactions are sales, purchases, and cash disbursement. Other transaction which cannot be categorized as financial transaction is, of course, non-financial transaction. Accounting information system is processing financial transactions and non-financial transactions that directly affect the financial aspect of the organization, while management information system processes non-financial transactions that are not normally processed by traditional AIS. MIS is the right system to be used when management often requires information that goes beyond the capability of an accounting information system due to organizational growth in size and complexity, which often leads to the emergence of specialized functionalities and requires additional information for production planning and control, sales forecasting, inventory warehousing planning, and market research. Accounting information system is composed of 3 subsystems. These are transaction process systems, which supports daily business operations with numerous reports, documents, and messages for users throughout the organization. Next is the General Ledger Financial Reporting System, which produces the traditional financial statements such as the income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flows, tax returns, and other reports required by the law. The third subsystem is the Management Reporting System, which provides internal management with special purpose financial reporting and information needed for decision making such as budgets, variance reports, and responsibility reports. These 3 subsystems are interconnected but may work independently based on the given controls by the organization. These 3 systems gets transactional data coming from information systems that are being used in the operational level. These are purchases account payable system, cash disbursement system, payroll systems, fixed asset systems, cost accounting, production planning and control, revenue cycle, sales processing, and cash receipt system. In this figure, external and internal data will be entered in the information system. This data will now be the transactional data and will be collected through the information system and will be saved in the database through the RDBMS. After that, IS will retrieve this data for processing so that reports will be available. Then these reports will now accessible to internal and external users. Then the external and internal users can now make their feedbacks. These feedbacks can be transformed into a new source of data. The essence of a systems or software architecture is to show how the system was breakdown into concepts which has several components. System architecture give a concrete prescription of the interconnected components and the concept or subsystem they are in. The process of identifying this concept or subsystem and the components that constitute them is what we call system decomposition. In a lighter view, we can say that system decomposition is the process of dividing the system into smaller systems or subsystems. Subsystem performs a specific function in the system. Its relationship to other subsystem within a system can be shown by the system decomposition. There are several ways on how to acquire a suitable information system for your organization. You can have it by in-house development of bespoke system. Bespoke systems are systems which are customized for the organization. You can also have it by purchasing a commercial system from an external vendor, or you can have it by customization and implementation of an open source software.